Hello, Madridistas, and thanks for joining us on today's interesting episode as we talk you through some very important updates at Real Madrid. Kickstarting on today's agenda, ahead of FC Braga versus Real Madrid clash, Carlo Ancelotti talked a little more about PELE, MESSI, Ronaldo, Barcelona, and the refereeing decisions against Real Madrid of late. So we are going to be discussing on that on today's interesting episode. Then shortly after that, not moving far from the Braga versus Real Madrid clash, FC Braga defender Marin has talked about Real Madrid defensive woes lately, claiming although Real Madrid might be suffering defensively this season, but it must be noted that they have no vulnerable points. We're also going to be talking about that on today's interesting episode. But before we kickstart on this agenda, please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Follow us so you do not miss on our next update. Still haven't suffered only one loss all season so far, Real Madrid are facing a mountain of problems, both performance and roster-wise, as they come back from the international break. Having dropped points in a 1-1 draw against Sevilla, their next task contained travelling to Portugal to lock horns against Braga at the Estadio Municipal de Braga. Ahead of the game, Carlo Ancelotti had kind words for the Portuguese outfit as he relayed by markers saying it would be good to win again tomorrow. We know Braga play a good football. We have to control the game. Defending well will be important. Madrid have been criticized for not being able to match their performances in the Champions League and La Liga, winning far more the former in recent years. The Italian gaffer also commented on it, claiming more Champions League titles than La Liga in the last years. This is a very important competition for Real Madrid. We like it more than anything else. It is special, he claimed. Ancelotti was also asked about the controversial refereeing decision versus Sevilla on the weekend, as his team were denied a potential penalty for the foul on Vinicius Jr. by Jesus Navas. I usually trust the referees, sometimes more, sometimes less. The video, this is freedom of speech. I focus on my team. I can't talk about referees. If I say what I really think, they will suspend me and I don't want to miss games, he daringly added. With the Braga clash on Tuesday night, Ancelotti refused to comment on the game against Barcelona next weekend, with both teams missing several key players. We have not talked about El Clasico yet. We are focusing on Tuesday night game and most importantly right now. Rotation ahead of El Clasico? No, but I won't use the same 11 we used versus Sevilla. I have to evaluate the players who are tired after the break. Some took knocks against Sevilla, so we will see. Ancelotti updated the media about the roster. The tactician was asked if Pele would have won more Ballon d'Ors had he been playing during the era alongside Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. Who can guess that? The good thing is that there are generations in which there are Messi, Pele, Cristiano Ronaldo and Maradona. This is the good thing about football. It is impossible to compare these players' genesis. Pele left an image for the national team as a player. He ended the press conference on a honorious note saying, "No more questions. I was ready to tell you the 11 of tomorrow, but none of you asked me goodbye," he said. So having concluded with that, according to FC Braga defender, Real Madrid don't have any vulnerable positions. Real Madrid do not have long to lament the draw against Sevilla, so they are back action on Tuesday in the Champions League. The men in white are en route to Portugal, where they will take on their third team in Group C, SC Braga, at the Estadio Municipal de Braga. Adrian Marin, Braga'S fullback, had a chat with RS before his team clashed against Real Madrid, in which he spoke in depth about his opposition on the prospect of facing one of the best teams in the world. He opened with a note on the excitement on the stress of Braga, saying, "In the city, they have taken the game with enthusiasm, have playing in the Champions League and against Real Madrid speaks for itself." Commenting on the UEFA Champions League group consisting of Real Madrid, Napoli and Union Berlin alongside his team, Marin admitted that the possibility of qualifying was complicated. "On paper, it is a very complicated group. The victory of the other day gives us more chances, but now these two games are coming with Real Madrid and we also have to go to Naples in addition to receiving Union Berlin here." When asked about the feeling about playing Real Madrid and whether it struck a chord of fear, the defender said, "A very complicated rival, one of the best in Europe. Not only does their attack record say it, but year after year they prove it. We see them with the respect they deserve, but for us it's a game that excites us. For humility and from work to compete well. Let's go with the mentality of winning because we have to win to stay alive in this group," he added. The 26-year-old was then quizzed if he was looking forward to facing any specific players in the white colors. "It doesn't matter who comes, they are all at the highest level. In a squad like that of Madrid, if there is not one player, there is another one who is just as good or more," he modestly stated. The name of Vinicius and Bellingham were placed in front of him in order to tempt him to choose one of the players as a serious threat, yet the Spaniard maintained his respectful stance. "Better not to look at it that way. We already know they have a very good team. We will prepare our work and see how it works." Marin then revealed his special admiration for Real Madrid striker Joselu, who has made a respectable start to the new season. "I have a lot of admiration for Joselu. I met him in Vitoria. I had a good relationship with him and I appreciate him very much and admire him as a professional. Being able to meet him again after these years is special for me. I am glad," he added on his reunion with the forward. As a left back himself, the player was asked what he made of Los Blancos' two left backs and whether it was the team's Achilles heel in terms of weakness. "Both Mendy and Garcia are two very big left backs. If they are in Real Madrid, it is because they are elites. And then Camavinga who plays there a few games. I don't think Madrid has any vulnerable positions and the left back is less. We will see who plays against us, but whoever plays that position is well covered. The level is very high," he added on the topic of the position's vulnerability. Finally, the Spaniard defender was asked about how he felt about the chance to play at the Santiago Bernabeu in the UEFA Champions League next month. "Visiting a stadium like the Bernabeu is always special. When you think of three stadiums, it is inevitable that one of them is not the Bernabeu," the youngster said. "Of course, it is going to be special to play there. But we are now focused on playing first at home, on getting strong here. We have some fans who encourage us and we want to enjoy the game at home, he concluded. So, having said that, we have come to the end of today's interesting episode. Thanks for following us right up to the end. See you next time, and a very big Hello Madrid to us all.